Welcome to Gamers Platform. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Adam Wolf from Gamers Platform, and to start things off, I just want to apologize for my absence. I've just been, just creatively, nothing's been going on. You know, I just haven't thought of anything to do or make or whatever. So I apologize for the lack of videos recently, but I have felt as though I maybe want to do more update videos on a bunch of different games, not just PUBG or Battlefield or whatever, but I think, you know, all the games that I like to play, certainly, but we'll have to see how that goes and how often, you know, update videos can be made. But anyway, just wanted to get right off the bat and saying that I'm sorry that I haven't put out a video in a while. But, you know, we're back with another update video, I know. And I'm still thinking about the Skyrim stuff. I'm still mulling that around in my head. But for right now, I bring you yet another update video from PUBG. I'm not going to do anything crazy this time because it's just like, whatever. This one is sizable-ish. It's sizable. It's not like, you know, astronomical and it's huge, but it's, you know, it was like a 5 gig download, and you know you'll find out why in a second. But you know, as usual, the community's still not happy. They just want their region locking on China or whatever the heck they're doing with it. They just want their own servers, you know, and it's still not happening. But you know, of course, as always, the updates or the patch is linked in the video description down below if you want to go over every little detail, because I will not be doing that, simply because in this patch we get a new set of crates. Yay! Spring crates are here, people, because that's what we want. More crates to add on to the other crappy crates that already exist. But anyway, might as well get into the patch notes that are important. And again, I'll be going over only the important things that I find to be necessary. So to start things off, we're looking at some lobby changes. They added a friends-only invite preference. So if you just want your friends to be able to be invited or join you, then you can do that now. You can choose to receive all, friends-only, block all via drop-down menu. I don't know. I guess that pertains to the inviting process. I don't really know. It's very vague on that. You can invite a player directly from their career screen. I mean, why? From the career screen? From their career screen? I didn't know you could look at your friends' career screens. I had no idea that was a thing. And invite button won't show if the player is offline or unable to be invited. Well, it's about damn time. Ain't that just a basic function? I mean, I feel like that should have been in the game already. It should not show if the player is offline or unavailable. I don't know. I rarely have... I get invited. I don't invite people to my groups. Jeremy puts one together and he invites me. I don't invite people, so I wouldn't know if that was a thing, but if it was, there you go. Now it won't show up if they're not available or offline. Moving on, we have one change to the world. Replace some fences in Miramar to unbreakable fences or walls in order to optimize the client. Okay, all right. Optimization's good, certainly. I'm going to see the positive in this one. The negative is when you're driving, don't just drive through anything. See, here's the problem. They didn't specify what fences, because there's a lot of different fences. So, just a word of advice. When you're driving around, don't try and drive through any of the fences. Just in case. You might blow up your car or just bust it up a little bit and hurt yourself, and you don't want that. So, you know, just don't drive into any fences. All right, moving on to gameplay. When the player is riding in the airplane, they will no longer be able to see the inside of the airplane. This is to improve the early game client and server performance, which is good. Okay, fine. I never used the first-person switcheroo thing in third-person servers anyway, but you get this nice little, and actually, it mentions, I think, right here. Yeah, it mentions right here that there's a little UI element on the bottom left corner to show you exactly how many people are actually left in the plane. Handy, super handy, because if you want to drop down to a specific spot with your friends, it's wonderful. I get to see how many people are left and how many people are not going to follow me. So, you know, if you and your squad want to find a nice little isolated spot for yourselves, it's now doable, knowing that you may actually be the only ones dropping into that particular spot. But I actually like this feature. You know, it was much better than being able to look inside, because if you look inside the plane, it's just a bunch of people sitting around. I mean, that's all it is. It's nothing like, ooh, nothing major, but, you know, I like this change. Other players will be visible once they jump out of the plane, which is good. When riding the plane, you can check the number of remaining passengers via the new UI element. So that's the thing on the bottom left corner, and it's nice. It's nice and accurate, nice and clean. I like it, and it certainly helps with, you know, strategizing your jump a little bit better. So that's really good. We got some changes to replays here. When reporting someone through the replay system, we now receive a 1-minute replay file centered on the point of your report. Centered on the point of your report. So does that mean we have to actually replay the clip to the, like, get it to the point where we want to start the report? Is that what I'm getting from this? Because that seems like a lot of work on our end. You know, like, why can't you just, I don't know, take the whole damn clip? I mean, you guys like store these replays. You might as well just like take the whole freaking clip. But I get what they're saying. They want it right where the incident happened, and then they can go from there. But hey, at least they're making progress. You know, the report system's getting a little bit more intricate, which is good. So that's fine. It is impossible to report through a replay file which has been created longer than a week. I mean, you know, honestly, like, who's gonna report somebody after a week-long, like, hiatus of, like, getting mad at that person? You know, it's like they cheated or whatever they did. You vented over it for a week, and then you remember, oh, that's right, I wanted to report that guy. Yeah, no, nobody's gonna do that after a week, but, you know, at least they're taking that into consideration. And it is impossible to report the same player multiple times in the same replay file. I mean, if you reported him once, you know, I mean, I think if a person's irate enough, they're going to keep trying to report that guy because you're not doing anything about it, PUBG Corp. But, you know, if they get, like, thousands of reports a day, I mean, they're banning millions of people. So, yeah, I could see where that'd be an issue if one person kept getting reported. But, you know, rage exists, so... But you can't do it to, multiple times to the same person, which is fine. On to bug fixes. Fix the issue where the player would die from falling when vaulting and climbing. I've never experienced dying while vaulting, except for trying to get away from a red zone explosion. But climbing and vaulting, that's weird. I've never actually experienced that myself. Die from falling when vaulting. I mean, it depends on what you're vaulting over. If you're vaulting over a fence, yeah, that's a bit weird. But if you're vaulting over a wall that literally has a 20-foot drop on the other side, I mean, you know, maybe not die. Maybe hurt yourself a little bit. But, yeah, I can see how that'd be a problem. And climbing, that's just weird. That's just weird. Who dies from climbing? Unless they have a heart attack while they're doing it. I don't know. Fix the issue where after reconnecting to the game, the player would get glitched view when using ADS on their weapon. I think... No, I don't think I've had that. I've had the bug where it seems like the Alt key is held down, so you're constantly just looking around, but you're not actually shifting your body. That's easily fixed by just hitting the Alt key again, but I've had that happen. I've never actually had this bug issue happen. Fixed the issue where the player didn't receive any damage after entering a vehicle from a prone position and then exiting while the vehicle was moving. How do people come up with these things? How do you do that? How do you just, like, crawl up to a vehicle to enter it and then all of a sudden just realize I can exit without taking damage? How do you do that? Unless, I'm guessing that they were trying to get away from their aggressors, and so they were crawling to get into the vehicle, and then it just, by happenstance, they jumped out of the vehicle because it was on fire because they were still getting shot at, and they realized they didn't take any damage. I don't know. Like, that's the only scenario I can think of. But how do you figure stuff out like that? Glitchers. I'm really wondering, how do you guys do this? You guys have a lot of time on your hands, let me tell you. I mean, that might have just happened by accident, but that's a really specific bug. And fix the issue where after entering the vehicle, passenger seat from prone position and using heal/boost items, the player was shown using the items in prone position instead of sitting down. They got a lot of problems with prone position, don't they? I mean, I refer you to my last comment on the last bug. How do you do that? Where are these coming from? This is so weird. These are really, really specific bugs. I don't know. That's just strange. That's strange to me. And in the miscellaneous category, made changes to prevent the reduced heal boost time cheat. Now, I don't know what that is. I've never, but maybe that's what I got killed with that one time. If you guys recall back to my very first video on PUBG Moments, that one guy who went behind a rock and then instantly healed himself. Yeah, I know he was cheating in other ways, but he just like, boom, behind the rock, healed, done. That might have been that cheat right there. So, maybe they've increased the heal time. I don't know. They reduced the heal time to make it a little bit faster when using bandages or, you know, boost items, and now they're trying to fix a problem where it was too easy to cheat with it. God, this is a mess. This is such a mess. But some progress, as you can see in this lineup of, you know, fixes. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to be linking to this in the description so you guys can look over what's coming in the new crates. The new spring crates. Woo! I've stopped buying crates because I immediately got what I wanted out of it. I got a black tank top, and I got the Riddick goggles. And yes, I'm calling them the Riddick goggles. If you guys know what I mean, you've seen the Chronicles of Riddick or the Perfect or Pitch Black movie, you know what I'm talking about. You know the Riddick goggles. And that's it. That's all I wanted. I would love the desert camo pants, but I have yet to get those. But I've just stopped buying crates because it's just like every week it resets, and I don't play the game enough anyway. All right? Every once in a while, once in a blue moon, but I'm kind of into, you know, playing competitive Overwatch and Heroes of the Storm. So not even going to, like, worry about it. I'm not spending any money. I don't care. But yeah, so I'll leave it down in the link. Leave the link down in the description so you guys can check out what's coming in the spring crates, free and paid, and read their little description of what they've got planned, I guess. Because before the patch notes, they actually have a little bit of paragraph explaining what they're doing and what they're looking to do in the near future. But I hope this, I mean, I know this was late. This came out like last week. But it was while I was like streaming, you know, and I was like, damn it. It was on a weekend, and I'm like, I have a schedule, sort of. And I want to keep it. So I couldn't just stop in the middle of the stream to make a freaking video, you know what I mean? And then after that, I was just like, I haven't really felt creative. But I'm happy to say that I'm here to make this video, and quite frankly, I like making these update videos because I know it makes it easier for you guys, and I actually don't mind researching this stuff. I like looking at, you know, patch notes and seeing how games are changing and whatnot, so I might do this with other games, you know, not just PUBG, and PUBG's definitely been the focal point for most of them. But anyway, that's going to do it for me today, guys. Blech. I want to thank you all for joining me, and please join me again in the next video, where we'll probably talk about updates to another game. I don't know which one. I mean, Fortnite just recently got version 3.0, but that was a while ago. I'll have to look up when that came out. Excuse me. But we'll see. We'll see. And if you would like to, you can check the links in the video description. The other links, not the patch notes, specifically the one for Extra Life. I'm trying to raise $200 for children's charity. More specifically, my local children's hospital. I've done it for, this is the 5th year in a row now, so I'm really excited to get going, get started. It's only February. We got all year to do it. But do not worry if you cannot give, because I promise you we're going to hit that goal. We not always. I missed the 1 year I didn't make the goal. But this year, we're going to make the goal. We made it last year. We could do it again. And if you can give, don't hesitate to donate. And like this video, dislike it if you hate it, and if you're not subscribed, do so. But until next time, guys, I'm Adam Wolf. This is PUBG, and I will see you guys in the next one.